Good morning, good evening, or good night to lovely people watching. Noxels here. In today's video, we shall be speaking about anger. Anger is maybe, or if not, considered one of the most powerful emotions we have. Now, as you grow up, as you grow older, you'll realize that you need to be in control of your emotions and not let emotions control you. Now, anger comes in many variations, like everything from something very small to something major. As an example, I hate when, for example, people chew like this. It drives me nuts. If I let anger control me and I snap back at the person just eating, minding his or her own business, and I snap back and I say, "Hey, stop that shit! Fuck, it's annoying!" then I'm being perceived as an asshole that is controlled by the emotion anger. Yes, I get it that it is bothering the living shit out of me, but that is something I need to work with. Now, if I did something else, let's rephrase the entire scenario. Person is, if I got no choice, I'll put on some music, I'll tune it out, eat my own food. If I have the opportunity to go move myself to another spot, I'll do that. If I have to confront the person, I'll do it in a way as I can, the best as I possibly can. We're like, hey, not to be rude or anything like that or disrespectful, but you're chewing very loudly and it kind of drives me nuts. Do you have the possibility to just kind of chew quietly? Like one way or another, you'll figure it out then and there. But that's like a small example of anger, right? And then you got the massive anger where you unleash everything. And example of that is like, let's say, small amounts of anger, right? Like something small here, something small there. Now let's say you are a person that just, you swallow it. You just let anger just fill up in this imaginary cup, right? And then you let it fill and fill and fill to the brim, right? Then the compound effect will take place. Something small over time will add up to something massive. Now, if this cup is continuously being poured into and it overflows, something small is going to make you snap back. In order for you to control anger, you need to find a system. Like if you go outside, okay, you'd go around the block 5 times for 5 minutes in order to, and you speak to yourself and you sound angry, but this is your healthy way of letting out anger bubbling up for some time. Good. Now you have a method to control the anger. If you meditate in order to keep your emotions in check, good that you do that. If you go to the gym consistently and there's every once in a while you use anger to fuel your session, good. Now you're letting anger out instead of letting it hold on to you and letting it build up inside you. Every now and then, as human beings, we need to let something out. Like, for example, our sexual frustration, our overwhelming happiness, our anger, we need to find ways in order to control them. Here are some ways as I have dealt with anger when the compound effect has taken place for too long. There's a place called the Rage Room in my country, or basically in the capital you got something called Rage Rooms. It's basically you book an appointment, you go in there, you go through first of all, you go through like safety checks and stuff like that. Like you can do this, you can do that, you need to wear glasses and stuff like that. Then you go in, you got X amount of minutes and whatever, and you can break whatever of these items in that room. Like let's say you got 20 breakable items. Go nuts. I remember I booked an appointment one time and I don't regret it. I'm actually going back fairly soon because I feel like anger is starting to poke at me again. So I need to book a new appointment. Which the first thing I did was just like, the first item I grabbed, because I was new to this, right? Hold on. The first thing I did was that I grabbed the item and then I just threw it very gently at the wall. And I was just like, this felt weird. And then I started thinking. I started to get my brain in motion. All right, think about why we're here. Spend 2-3 minutes just becoming angry, just letting it loose, right? Like, kind of imagine like Goku in Dragon Ball Super, kind of like every single transformation is like, hey. If you gotta do that in that room, you gotta scream and let it loose and start breaking shit. Do it. That's what actually I literally just did. I literally just, it looked cringe and it looked stupid from someone else's perspective, but it gave me energy. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Oh! And then I started breaking things and stuff like that. I remember towards the end, it was like, now, because now that emotion has been let out, all this sort of anger that has been pent up for so long has now been let out in a healthy way by breaking something. But I paid to be here, right? If you use money on yourself in order to fix your mental health, or in general to fix something, I recommend it. Like, if, let's say, it costs you $50 a week just to keep yourself in check, those $50 would be the best investment in your life, to be fairly honest. Now this session is over. It is you versus you. Fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. In the next video, we shall be explaining happiness. Take care, boys.